Oh, oh, oh. Stanley, cute as can be, Stanley. Oh, he just left. Bye, Stanley. Oh, where's my light? I need my light. I need my production light. Ooh, look, Ma. There it goes.
Oh, that is
Sun's gone.
It's oh, wow. There's no blue.
Edging into the time of darkness.
There's no blue or anything.
Oh, it's all blue. It's all blue. Look out this window, Ma. It's all blue. There's no clouds.
That's pretty.
We're having one of those now no cloud bouts.
No cloud bouts?
Yeah, bouts of no clouds. Bouts of no clouds. They're gonna make some clouds. Don't you worry, Ma. They make clouds.
I'm gonna get more.
Ma, you've been out like 2 times. You've been outside 2 times, I think.
With clouds.
Since we've lived here, we've been here a year, Ma. Maybe 3 times. Maybe 3 times. There ain't nothing out there. No, that's not true. There's some, like, I'd like to drive you around during the fall. It's really pretty around here during the fall. I ever drag you around going for drives in Omaha?
Yeah, we did.
I'd take a half day at work, PTO at work. We'd go down to Nebraska City and get apple fritters. We had our own. We never had like traditions that just like stuck, you know. Cause gosh, man, growing up, it was always holiday bullshit. It was not fun. Well, yeah, cause we'd have to spend
All the time there.
on a bus.
Yeah.
Christmases were always on a bus.
That was rough.
Thanksgiving, we'd go Easter and Christmas. But we'd still go down. There were times that we'd have to. And it's just like, dude, I don't know. The guy was never that. We'd have to go down and see my dad. And he never liked me. And he was never that nice. I'd get yelled at. You know, why don't you talk right? And I'm like, I'm going. You know, I had my stupid flashcards. And I'd work real hard to, you know, what's the matter with you?
No kidding.
Yeah, just like, you know. And getting yelled at for just wanting to hang out with him because I didn't know what to call him. Getting yelled at in the middle of the Denny's. Well, you know, you're so selfish, Margie. What do you expect me to do? Ignore everyone else just to spend time with you?
You really did.
Oh,
didn't
you were, yeah, you were. That was, I mean, just, and all the crap that we had to go through just for him to be a dick to me. And you know what's kind of funny? When I think about it, I'm like, see, because people hate in other people stuff that they don't like about themselves, see? And when he was a little boy, he had a speech impediment himself. And he said his sister's name funny. He couldn't say it proper. It wasn't, and it was Andrea. So it's still, her nickname is still Gia. Because of his mispronunciation, but they just always fed his bullshit, and it was just, he was a cute little Greg, and it was me, it was, what was wrong with you? I'm 5, I have a speech impediment, you know what I mean? He was just a complete dick. And then the chick that he married, she would do shit like she would be real wicked and mean and feed us liver and onions, because we hated liver and onions. I hate liver, man. Liver is just, I could taste the death in frickin', it's gross, and some people really love it, and that ain't me. And she made it for dinner one night, and I wouldn't participate, and so I get to eat, and the next day it's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that liver and onion thing. And so she made amends by making us milkshakes, and then she kept laughing and giggling and stuff, and then,
She thought it was funny.
well, yeah, because she put the leftover liver in the milkshakes.
Oh gosh.
I was just like, why it's just, she would lock us out in Bakersfield for hours, because my dad worked in the oil fields, and she would, as soon as he go to work, like 7, all right, you get up, get out, you know. and then she'd like lock us out in the hot part of the day and like eat popsicles and stuff through the window and stuff like that. She was a real piece of work. I don't even know if she's still alive, honestly. Last I heard, she had like had a stroke and was in some sort of rehab facility, and I'm just like, you know, it's just, I mean, people have been dick my whole entire life, you know. So anyway, yeah, this is in the name of what, family or something? Is that what happens? Isn't that, it's like people say like it's a designation parking place to treat people crappy because you got the same DNA. It's so weird to me. So this week is Thanksgiving. I always look at, I don't celebrate holidays like that much. I used to. I tried, and I broke my own heart every year because it wouldn't ever turn out how I wanted, and so I stopped. Well, but we've been celebrating Mom's birthday week, and I got a cute little video of her earlier today. I got a pumpkin pie. I got a bunch of different I got a little sample of desserts, and then I got a 7 and a 1 candle, and then each day we'll have a different dessert, and I'll sing to her, and we'll just be celebrating Mom's birth to Earth Day all week. Happy birthday, Duty B. Is that what her name is? Oh God, I hope I didn't know. Or I hope I said it. I haven't met this young woman. I sure would like to one day. Nody B. She's 18 today. She's my homie Rock. She's her youngest. And after I went off to Omaha in the Air Force, she whoop, surprise, no DD, there she be. And now she's 18, and I told her, I said, happy birthday, Earth Day. Don't be too big in too big of a hurry to be a grown up. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. Rock said, you ain't never lied, homie. And that's kind of a neat testimony. You know, I've known her since 1996, 7, 8, 7, 8, 8. Long time. She said that before. It makes me feel good. That I ain't never lied. So, what's that? Benny's whining?
No, there's a cow.
No, it's Benny over as there's one. But I got a tango behind me. He just came over. It's cold out. I'm like, he was sleeping on the porch.
Who was?
Little kitty. I'm like, you want an option? You want an indoor option? Come check it out over here, man. So anyway, it's a very versatile week, you know, depending on what your placements and your charts and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of people that are hurting, a lot of people are reeling. People are still trying to make things like normal, and so many people have died in the last couple years for whatever reason, and things. I mean, people are just trying because they keep trying to create this cycle. Benny, stop. You're fine. You're okay. Good boy. You're all right. There's a lot of people, you know, holidays can be hard and difficult for a lot of people. They can. I got used to it, you know. After growing up in those environments, I mean, there's some pleasant times sprinkled in there. My life has like always been the opposite. It's like people have like these regular courses of life, and then speed bump, and then but mine has been like speed bump, oh, smooth pot, that's nice, they exist. Speed bump, undulation, bonk, gunk, gunk, gunk. I guess it doesn't happen. Well, I don't know. I love to hear other people's story and other people's account. No, not even start it. You get back over here and you just chill out until I'm done talking, and then we'll go walking around the freezing ass cold because we're almost 7,000 feet up in the freaking sky. Brr. I am very susceptible to freaking. Oh, you want a drink? That's what you want. I don't do real good with cold. So I lay her up. I gotta I gotta find another sock. I laid down in the sun and I ended up taking one of my socks off. One side of me sometimes gets a little hotter than the other, so it's all about temperature regulation. Anyway, Mom and I are pretty. We I don't know. We had a very pleasant day. I'm trying to really be present in the moment and just living every day right now, because I can't really do much else. And so we're supposed to get snow like Wednesday night.
Wednesday night?
Yeah, Tuesday night, overnight Tuesday. So I got to take Tucker and Luna to get nails done tomorrow. And then, and just, focus on making sure Mom's happy. We have a good time during the day and stuff like that. We've been watching Northern Exposure. It just takes me back. No, come here. Why you gotta be so redundant? Come here. Get up here. Lay down. Pick your spot. We're all just stuck in our little loops and our patterns. He does this every time I do a talk at this time. Hi, Land of 10. Oh yeah, I got a whole laundry list of ways you don't speak to kids. That's why I'm like, man, I look around at all these fluffy little nuggets, all these people that are oh so kind and loving to them all the time. I'm like, nah, there's a crack in there somewhere. People aren't that good to each other all the time. They're not. They're not. Nope. You're getting the first right now, and you're up in Toronto. Stanley's getting up and around. The little gray cat stayed over. He had his first overnight last night. He did real good. He just slept in this little in the cat tree. Tango sleeps up on top, and then I figured out I got a new solution. That at night, Sass's harness is coming off. Yeah, because I woke up and I came in and it was like upside down. I don't know if she got squirmy, if it came off, and then Mom, half asleep, just put it on her and she wasn't comfortable at all. So I said, you know what? We're taking it off. And she slept real peaceful the rest of the night. Yeah, so we're going to give it a go. I did run in real life news. I went out today. I had to get I get these little canned cat foods, but I did but they were all out. I walked into the pet store, and usually where the cat food corner is, where the little canned food is, they have like all kinds of, they have a nice variety. They have the little cans and then the big cans, and there was like a lot of shelf space. And it's like, whoa, interesting supply chain. So when I went up to the cashier, I got a suitable substitute, and went up and had her ring me out. And I was like, so, or are you just, because I've never seen it like that. I've seen things missing, but that was the first for me at that place. And the cat litter was like gone too. So no, Benny, you'll be the first to know. So I asked the lady, I'm like, are you having supply chain issues? She's like, oh, the cat food. And I was like, I said, yeah. She's like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I just went and looked up the order and they just zeroed it out. And I was like, I'm just curious. What is it that you think is keeping them from filling the orders? And she's like, containers. She said the containers that they go in, label, stuff like the packaging. People see that all these companies that made a lot of money doing all these basic daily things. I've been talking about this for years. It's just such a trip to see it happen. See, their kids aren't taking on this shit. because they just got a bunch of money that their mom and dad gave them and then bought Bitcoin, so they're doing and now they're doing their own shit. No! Come here! Lay down! Come here! Lay down! Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's the thing. You always end up, say something nice. You always gotta end it. Go boy. Go boy. Go boy. You'll be the first to go out. He's just fired up. Everybody's, you could hear the people driving, gunning, egos. People don't have, people, that's how I understand, like, that they can tell the progression of a personality or whatever. Is like they get speeding tickets and it like escalates. They have different like markers of psychological markers of people that they like to keep track of. Now it's like, I think it's for recruitment. But anyway, but like, and that's the thing is I drive like my grandpa now. It used to drive me crazy. My grandpa, I remember like I could close my eyes and because we drive down about after 10 o'clock, check the mail. That was like, and then we stop at the grocery store and he talked to his buddy at the grocery store, and that is like an outing, you know, and until he couldn't drive anymore. But just like, it didn't matter which way he went because he would go different routes, a lot of different routes too. But I like in the bends of the road, I could hear the same creaks, like the car would creak the same in the same bend of the road depending on which way we went, stuff like that. There's a lot. See, I love driving around roads, stuff like that. You know, now people are just dumb. People are just they're not practical. And I like to see groups getting together though. That's kind of cool. They like the car. I grew up going to bug shows and what was that group? I had a T-shirt for years. The Stanley's back using his litter box. That's hilarious. Real life stuff here. Hey, Oka, hey. The Good Guys, I think that was. We'd go to Sears Point, motorcycle, all kinds of stuff. I just always had to go. Let's go. It's on a good adventure. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I'll try anything. Well, and then I go and I'm like, why do people do this day in and day out, like as their thing? Like, I'm not like that. But people have their stuff. I know people that are still into that stuff. And that's cool. I mean, I dig it. I would love to redo a customized, but now people are just too greedy. Oh my God. So the astrology is pretty strenuous this week, according to Ann Wortley on Astrology Hub with Amanda Poole Walsh and her, as well as everybody's just really talking about it. Really, it's like, hey, if you really, what was it? What was her name? I can't remember her name. I can never remember her name, but she was like, man, if you get too stressed out being around your family, just go, just leave. And that's the thing is, I hope people, this is one of those, don't be drinking too much of the boozy oozy too much right now. People are getting the wrong ideas, and some people are drinking, they're remembering how things used to be, and some people are not having the same experience, and it's just, I said, Mom, you don't care if I don't get us none of all the big food, do ya? She's like, no. I said, if y'all get a turkey pot pie for old time's sake. So we did for years and years. We'd have turkey pot pie because she'd give us the option. We got to eat for the rest of the month. You want a turkey pot pie or you want that one meal? That's how slim a margin we grew up on, man. That's why I look around and I see how ungrateful people are for all the stuff that they have. It's hard for me not to get angry. Isn't that funny? It's hard for me not to get angry at them because they're not grateful for all that they have. What's that about? Like, you ungrateful son, they're just pigs, man. They don't ever gotta worry about nothing, you know. And there's so many people. I gave a kid $20 today. He came up, he's like, "Hey, you got any extra cash?" He didn't even finish. I just gave him $20. I said, I said, "You stranded?" He's like, "Well, kind of help paying for gas." And I was like, he's like, "Oh, you're the best." I said, "Hey, okay." So I said, yeah, people always start out saying that, and they ended up cursing my name. No, hey, I invite typos. That's what messes with algorithms and stuff like that. I invite typos, man. Human beings. I had to go in and actually shut off a bunch of stuff because they have a lot more settings than they used to in the keyboard on the iPhone, and I had to turn stuff off because I'm like, the predictive wording and stuff like that. I'm like, see, I got an IT background, so I was going to school when I was done with school before Bitcoin came out. Didn't come out until like 2009. So it was before that, but it was still on my radar. So I've always been in IT, and it was in Omaha. So Omaha's kind of a tech hub because it's one of the biggest places out in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, you got people in IT that kind of, everything's left now though. Now everything's bailed. All the incentives that Prickets was giving everybody to stay there and to bring their headquarters there and keep their headquarters there. They all went nope, and they all ended up going to Illinois and stuff like that, or Chicago. It's all about the ley lines. Stanley's gonna go up the ladder. There he goes. I love when I get loot for them and they freaking love it. And they use it. All of it. Anyway, our forever home, me and Mom, we're looking for our forever home. I'm putting it out there in the universe, whether here it's in Taos, New Mexico, or wherever it's supposed to be. I'm putting it out there. We got 6 months to find our forever home, and my train of thought just derailed because I got so excited. Oh, the whole inside it's gonna be categorized. And then I'm gonna have it'll be I hope it's around here though. I kind of like it here, and the weather it gets cold here, but as long as I bundle up and I don't hang out outside too much, I just got to keep covered. But I'm gonna have shelves and ledges and little cutouts and all those kind of things. Make it just, you know, I just want everybody to be comfortable because we got such a short time on this planet, man, and people piss it away and they waste it, and that's another thing is take it with a grain of salt. If you got a big family, I've noticed this. It's like people are mad because they're not in a better place than they were last year, so they'll get mad and they might take it out on you, and just realize, you know, one of the greatest breaks I ever gave myself is aligning myself with that truth, is that what other people think of me is none of my business. It really isn't. And the winds of change are definitely blowing. The coffee spots closing. I think this is the last week. I don't know. It just doesn't even. It's already closed. As soon as the heart space closes, you know. So, I wonder what people are, if people are over here where you are, you got supply chain issues. Hi, Aaron. I'm curious about what they are. You know, but see, I always had that kind of mentality. Now, I never get too excited about a product because one day, you know, it might be your Twinkie in Zombieland for old Woody Harrelson, you know. So, but it's we just watched an episode of Northern Exposure, and Chris lit up his display. he has this is like season 4, I think. No, we're still in season 3. Are we in no, we're in season 4. I can't remember. I think we're in like disc 1 of season 4, I think. And Chris is like having one of his existential crises that he has every now and again, and had a big old light display, and I was like, Mom, these are the things the things that make people. Like when I see people, I can pretty much in about just like pretty much a flash, like, okay, I can pretty much determine the course of your life just based on what they're wearing, like a scan. I could be wrong. That possibility exists, and I'll never know either way. I just get my ideas about things on how people feel. And so I was going somewhere with that too. So pretty much, like, I was thinking about that, like my love and my fast. I love lights. Have always loved lights. And I remember being very young, and I was like I had a neighbor's kid or something, and they had a light bright, because we never had toys like that. But we always lived around people that had the cool stuff. So I remember like looking in the light bright and imagining what it'd be like to live inside a light bright. And then I grew up, and now I guess I get to live inside a light bright. So that's how we could have heaven on earth, is people just open their minds and ideas to all the good ideas, man, and not the opportunistic dirty ones. I don't know. Things are changing. It don't matter. Things are just changing. Yeah, we're gonna see you later, Ahmad. Enjoy your, right on. Yeah, you gotta go for a walk on the first snow. I got no choice but to go walk around every day. Doesn't matter. That's how I don't know. It helps me. I don't mind though. I shovel snow. I'll make paths all over for the dogs and stuff like that. Yeah. I can't be that lazy that I'm not gonna freaking try to make their lives more comfortable, man. What else is going on? I don't even know what's going on in the world. I got to freaking meditate for about an hour today. And then I went out and did all these errands. I'm like, Mom, I didn't even yell at one person. Somebody was like, you're a jackass. But that's all. I just kept it in my... Because people are just... They're just... like they're the center of the universe. And I know that because I used to think, like, act like... do the things that they do. I'm like, I know where you're coming from, man. I know where you're coming from, you jerk. Anyway, so today we had, what was it, for Mom's little celebration a week out. Her birthday's not till the 28th, but we're going to celebrate all week here. Piece of pumpkin pie. We split a piece of pumpkin pie. It had too much allspice in it for me. Like, would somebody freaking bump your arm when you went to sprinkle it in? It was so much. I was like, oh man, that's it sucks when stuff like food disappointment makes me so sad. But we got all kinds. I got her a little white cupcake with white frosting and sprinkles. And then I got a bigger piece of like strawberry shortcake, this layer thing that I was like, wow. I didn't want to get it. I thought like even the smallest sheet cakes was like, no, because we'll eat it all. I've got an idea coming up. I just got to do it. I got to freaking write it down on my list, because I got to write list of what I need to get at the store. Otherwise, I'll forget. I got to get I want to get a spirograph. One of those. Spirograph. And I got an idea for those, and then I'm going to share them with people. And if people want, I can make you one too. First, I got to do it. See, that is the ethers. I got to think about it. I have the idea to do it. It's out in the ethers. Vibration out there. Then I got to put my little happy ass into the minivan. Toodle on down to the freaking Wally World and buy it and then come home and do it. I've been thinking about this for like 2 years. It's like, Marge, make that timeline happen. Psh, that's how you do it, yeah. Luna's walking around here somewhere. Everybody's all knocked out. Oh, Mom's over there just petting Sassy, is half asleep. I always put her to sleep. Oh, Ma.
Yeah.
Am I boring ya?
No.
Shall we see what's going on in the world today?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All I do is news. Oh, that's right. Zach was talking about that earlier. I don't know. Lame stuff. See how mental health condition can raise COVID risk? That's a they just like, what do they, and the people, what? People believe this stuff, Ma. People really believe. As an IT professional, I find people's faith in technology really amusing. And you know what, though? I ask myself all this, because being an IT professional, I've been tracking technologies and robotics and all this stuff. The nanobot, I've been tracking that since the 80s, since I saw Runaway with Tom Selleck. You know, I'm like, oh, can they really do that in real life? No, it's just in the movies. They use that as a defense. Now it's all becoming reality, and oh, isn't that weird? So, 16-year-old girl, they're finding all these kids, all these people, all these kids are killed. It's just crazy. The whole world's going crazy. What else? A mega church leader. See, they're all in cahoots. It's all coming down. It's all coming down. It is. Leaders explain what infrastructure, and that's the thing, is they've been taking all of our money for years and years and designating these budgets, absorbent budgets for, and they haven't done the work. And as far as IT and stuff like that, you got people, they're not doing the work. People are not motivated. They don't have it in them to go in and to keep doing what they're doing to support, because they're finding out the systems that they're a part of are just yeah, there might be some good people in there, yeah, because there's still decent people in the world, but come on, compared to how many people are on the fucking planet, for Christ's sake. And good people are so very few and far between. Authentic people are so very few and far between. I just see cookie cutter people all over the place. I always have. I always saw people as, oh, you're just another one of those. Oh, you're just another. Oh, Marge, how can you say that? You can't know a person just by... You can't judge a person. You can't... yeah, okay, you can't. I'll do what I do. My Marge way. And you know what? I'm still here. Through all the harm I've ever waded through all the freaking through all the bullshit I've ever had to just get over, I'm still here. And you know what? I still have a smile on my face. It hasn't turned me completely yet. I'm not completely sour and downtrodden, and the world hasn't darkened my soul, and I haven't given myself permission to consume things and drink things and eat things and to just go out and act in a manner which is disrespectful and that was cool. Jerky to others because I feel like it. Because that's when my ego, when it can, is my self-will runs riot. I end up in far off lands on wild adventures, and that's not the way I'm supposed to be living now. So if there's a time for that and ever to be, then that will be. But right now I'm enjoying myself hanging out with Ma. That's what I like doing right now, and dude, I just think about, man, it's been a long, hard road, man. It just I changed her sock. We changed socks today and soaked feet today and stuff like that, and it's really important, man. You got to take care of your feet, man. People don't understand the importance of taking care of their feet. They just don't. And personal hygiene. I get it. I definitely get it. I was thinking about, people do that. Human beings do that. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're still human. I'm still a human. And okay, this time last year we were in Arizona. It was painfully uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. Learning the lesson of curbing my tongue, biting my I have a line in my tongue actually that I never used to have, and it's literally from biting my tongue. I've done it ever since I was a little kid. I've always done it. There's pictures of me. And it's funny? My niece, she's going to be 7 on Thanksgiving this year. Happy birthday, Hallie. And she does it too. Yeah, she does it too. So that's cool. Genetics are such a trippy thing, man. I just freaking roll my eyes every time, I see on Facebook and stuff. They're like, "Oh my God, they look just like you. Oh my God, they're I'm like, dude, do people not have what genetics are? They are what?" Cracks me up. Anyway, I can't think about it too much because I could get really sad about not being. I really tried to get closer to her, so I could be able to spend my birthday, the birthdays with them and stuff. And I don't get pictures very often. And now I'm on mail restrictions, so I don't get to send presents. So I'm just going to keep buying her presents, and then I'll keep them until I get to see her. Or until I get off. Man, people have been controlling me that's why I just got to be okay with everything, man. Because people are just like to put me in a box. Just, okay. You don't get to do this and you don't get to do that. So I always thought it was funny when everyone's running around talking about freedom. I'm like, I never even had the freedom to have that. See, and and I think that's why one of the reasons why television is I like television because what I get out of it and the synchronicities and stuff like that. Because I look at it more as a tool of the psyche of where the writers are and where they're coming from and what their background is. And it's being presented. I look at it more of that. And I don't like gross stuff because my life has been too much of that real. And I think that's just is intended to get people. Okay, now we know. Okay, who ran that? That party at 12 that came to see that freaking slasher movie or whatever. Who find out what they like doing on the weekends on these ritual weekends and stuff like that. Recruitment. I think all that stuff is recruitment. It's demographics, census, all that stuff. My digital print is so freaking vast. I had a secret clearance, and then because you have to have one for be on the flight line and stuff like that. And I had top secret for a minute for something I did. I can't remember. But it was brief. But I always wondered how I always wanted to know somebody that actually did the background check. What they do to look into somebody's background extensively. Do they know more about me than I know about me? Because they used to test me all the time when I was a little kid. I was always watch me that psychotherapy, all that stuff. All the time. So, but my digital print, even after I got out of the Air Force, it's all a farce. It's all bullshit. Stop letting your kids go off and frickin' playing in their reindeer games, man. Things are flaring up. Things are flaring up. So, my train of thought just derailed again. Because this song changed. Let's see if I can get it back. Oh, things are flaring up because they're gonna pull that bullshit card again because of the planetary alignment. They coordinated. It's all as above, so below. It's all coordinated. If this potential exists, hey, let's use that potential. Let's freaking jack it up and freaking, and breaks my heart to see people freaking keep letting their loved ones, people they care. Dude, it's not a prideful thing to, no. See, they took advantage and they didn't, no. Nope. Keep your kids at home. Let them learn trade. Teach them how to cook. Teach them how to bake. Teach them how to do upholstery. Blacksmith. I saw some dude around here. He's teaching people how to make knives and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. He's a blacksmith. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, let him learn a trade. Something's gonna be practical. Going out and killing people, that ain't a practical trade. I guess that system has gotten so big and gross too, because they go out and kill people and they go home and then they get a job at their local police department, and that's such. Dude, I'm so sick of seeing these freaking big old stupid trucks, all freaking souped up, deluxe model, freaking all, lift kits, all this shit, and it's just like, dude, there's homeless people everywhere. There's housing crisis, but you guys get all the, laptops inside. It's just disingenuous, And what needs to happen is you guys need to get out of your big stupid trucks and freaking putting your fucking feet on the ground and walking the beat again. Yeah, because y'all got squishy. And get to know the people in the community. Yeah. This town is especially small enough for you to be able to do that, but they just rather. And hey, what? I remember in high school, man, people would get tickets for having their windows too tinted. Now these freaking, it doesn't matter what. Pick your government agency. The windows are so black. They're free. You see these guys in there barely, but they're still in there picking their nose and stuff. Think people can't see, and we pay for that shit. We pay for all that shit, and they fucking walk around like they're. And it's high school diploma, man. It's high school diploma. So by that definition, you get paid minimum wage, same as fast food, $15, all that stuff. They're like, oh no, they put their life on the line every day. And the cycle continues. So, anyway, Sassy's gotta go walk around. Go ahead, take her. Want me to turn off the light? Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll be continuing my talks. It's another day around here, man. We're grateful. We try to be grateful every day. Some days I have bouts, or some periods I have bouts, and I lack gratitude, and I suffer miserably until I get to the point. That's the thing. That's when people change is from suffering, and that's how I know that. I mean, the world's gonna change a lot. You got it? World's going to change a lot, and I know it's going to get better, but it's also going to be because a lot of people are going to suffer. So, and I'd hate to see people suffer, man. Freaking breaks my heart. So it's all right. I got my own ways and means of self-soothing and stuff like that. And I'm trying to eat better, and I'm still doing my exercise. I'm going to hit the dumbbells here, and when I get done here, and me and Mom are going to watch some more